Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about ergonomics and anthropometrics. So this is a product design video. I know that I've done some other kind of revision-y type videos. You might not want to watch this video if you don't do product design, but you know, it might be entertaining anyway. So yes, let's get on with the video. Okay, so ergonomics is an important factor in design. It's bound to come up in the exam. So ergonomics is about how easy and comfortable a product is to use. As this video is specially designed for Brits, we're going to use the classic model of tea. So I've got this lovely cup here, which my friend gave me. Let's talk about ergonomics of a tea bag. So, as we all know, where there is tea, there is hope, as it says up here. A tea bag has to be appropriate for its use. You have to kind of make sure that it can fit in a teacup. So this tea bag fits perfectly at the bottom of a lovely mug of tea. So another important factor in making a design ergonomic is making sure that it fits the user. So anthropometric data needs to be gathered. Anthro, I think, means people, and metric means measuring. So anthropometric data is measuring people and using that data. So an example of this with the teacup is to make this teacup, they needed to measure the people's hands and make sure that the teacup handle wasn't too small or too big to fit most people's hands. So another thing with anthropometric data is you can't gather all of the hand measurements of everyone in the whole world and make sure that it fits everyone's hand perfectly. So yeah, you couldn't have a baby hold this cup because their hand would be too small, and you couldn't have someone with some growth condition where they have massive hands hold this cup comfortably because the handle would be too small. But this is okay. So manufacturers design for 90% of the market. So if you imagine 100 people who kind of represent the population, all with different hand sizes, and they're all lined up in the size of their hands. The person with the smallest hand is the first percentile, and the person with the largest hand is the 100th percentile. But what they try to design is from the 5th to the 95th percentile. Like a number line, then the 5% at each end are cut off. If you so ergonomics is very important in design, and if you get a question like, why is ergonomics important when designing a chair or designing the layout of a living room or something? So badly designed products can have long-term health impacts. So for example, if you design a living room, if you're an interior designer or something, and you design a living room which has the TV really far away from the sofa, then it might make people have eye strain or something. And if you design a chair which has a kind of back that's kind of a strange position, then that could give people backache. That's it for today. That was quite a short video, but yeah, I hope it was entertaining or useful or both. Oh, another thing to do with ergonomics and making tea is spoons. Teaspoons need to be designed in a way that they can fit into a teacup too long, because otherwise, if you're Russian and you can't drink it without it poking you in the eye. Preferably, to make it a more ergonomic design, more easy and comfortable to use, not having a metal handle. Teaspoon, you could say, is not very good because when you put it in a hot mug of tea or coffee, not coffee, we're British. If you put it in a hot mug of tea, then the handle heats up and this could be uncomfortable. And also, you also need to take anthropometric data of the size of people's mouths, because if you had a massive teaspoon, then wouldn't be able to fit in. And if you had a really tiny teaspoon, then someone might swallow it by accident. Tea.